Yo, what's going on guys? Kultimush back at it with another video, and in this video we're going to be going over the Dark Souls 3 system requirements. Now this is probably my most anticipated game of the year so far. I've always liked the Souls games, but when I played Bloodborne last year I really got into them. Obviously Bloodborne isn't technically a part of the Souls series, but I played that, went back and played Dark Souls 2, and I really fell in love with the game, and I'm really excited for Dark Souls 3. So now that we have the system requirements, I thought let's go over them. For the minimum CPU requirements, you're looking at an Intel Core i5 2500 3.3 GHz or an AMD FX 6300 3.5 GHz. Nothing too major there. The i5 2500 is the Sandy Bridge i5, and the FX 6300 is obviously AMD's popular 6-core CPU. We'll have to wait and see how this game performs on i3s, but since it does recommend an FX 6300 as well, I expect that the i3 will at least be able to boot this game up. For a recommended CPU requirement, you're looking at an Intel Core i7 2600, that's a 3.4 GHz CPU, or the AMD FX 8350, so some beefy stuff there. That i7 is also from Sandy Bridge, but if you're the kind of person that has an i7, chances are you overclock the hell out of it, and I expect that those of us that have an overclocked i5 will be just fine as well. And then you have the AMD FX 8350, obviously that's still a relatively popular CPU that comes clocked in at 4 GHz. And I know a lot of you guys do have that CPU, so that's nice to see that that is recommended and you guys should be fine. Minimum and recommended RAM requirement is 8 GB. Who really cares at this point? Everybody has 8 GB of RAM, and if you don't, just go buy it. It's like $30 frickin'. It's super cheap. If you're building a new gaming PC, nobody gets 4 GB of RAM anymore. Everybody just buys 8 because it's so freaking cheap. Moving on to what you guys care about, the graphics card requirement. Minimum GPU requirement, you're looking at an Nvidia GeForce GTX 750 Ti or an ATI Radeon HD 6870. That's pretty low-end stuff. The GTX 750 Ti is like a $100 video card. You can get it for even cheaper than that if you look. And the Radeon HD 6870 is a very old video card, so most of you guys are going to be fine as far as minimum GPU requirements go. For recommended GPU requirement, however, they jump all the way up to the GeForce GTX 970, and that's all they have listed. They didn't even bother listing an AMD video card for the recommended requirement, but an R9 390 should do the job as well. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that the game is recommending a GTX 970. The Souls games haven't been known for extremely great visuals, but this is the first Dark Souls games that's on a next-generation platform. The original Dark Souls obviously came out on the Xbox 360 and the PS3, and while Dark Souls 2 did release in 2014, that game was also originally released just on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So this is the first time that Dark Souls is debuting on a next-generation platform. Obviously, we did have Bloodborne, but that wasn't on PC, so that's not really a fair comparison. And one final thing I want to note is that the game will require only 20 GB of hard drive space, which isn't too bad at all. Considering a lot of AAA games these days are anywhere from 50 to 60, even 70 GB after you download all the DLC, 20 GB is very palatable. So yeah, that's about it. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you a fan of Dark Souls? Are you picking up Dark Souls 3? What do you think about the Souls series in general? Have you played Bloodborne? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.